Welcome back to our course on HANA and Foot. This is part 7 and today we are going to teach you how to calculate the scores after a round has finished. Who will be your instructors for the next lesson? I am Didier and this is Gabi.
Hi.
This is the objective of today's lesson. You will be able to calculate the round score based on the point system given the reference sheet with the values of the cards and sets.
To calculate the score of the round, we must first know when is a round finish. We consider a round finish when a team has already completed the required clean and dirty sets and no longer has any cards to play. Remember from lesson 1 that a wild card is a joker or the number 2 of any suit. We consider a set clean when it does not contain any wild cards and a clean dirty when it contains them. Remember that the required amount of sets depends on the amount of players. For each player in the team, they must complete one dirty and one clean set, which means that for a team of 2 people, they must complete 2 dirty sets and 2 clean sets to finish the round. To calculate the total score for a team in a round, we must make 2 different calculations. We must first calculate the round total and then calculate the card total. Both of these values together make up for the total score of the round. First, let's take a look at the 2 possible scenarios of a round finishing. In the first scenario, we're going to have Team A finishing the round, and Team B will not have completed their minimum required sets. For the second scenario, we will have Team A finishing the round as well, but in this case, Team B did acquire the required clean and dirty sets.
So, with this in mind, we will now look on how to calculate the round total for both the scenarios. So now you will see here that in the first case, only Team A finishes the minimum amount of sets, so they get all their sets added up. And they also get the first to finish bonus, while all of Team B's sets are counted as negative. And then, in the second case, you will see that each of the teams finishes the minimum amount of sets, so they get all their sets added up. But Team A is the one that finishes first, so they get the bonus. To calculate the points, we follow this value chart. First to finish bonus is 100, a dirty set is 200, a clean set is 500, a wildcard dirty set is 1500, a wildcard clean set is 2000, and joker clean set is 3000. Let's take a look at a quick example, shall we? So now let's review what each team has after a round ended. You will see here that Team A is the winner, because they acquired the minimum amount of sets of 2 cleans and 2 dirty sets, while Team B didn't acquire them. So Team A will get their points added up and get the first to finish bonus, while Team B's points will count as negative. Team A has 4 clean sets and 3 dirty sets, but among the dirty sets, there's a wildcard dirty set, so we have to take that into account while counting. And then Team B only has 4 dirty sets, with no special case whatsoever. For Team A's round score, you will see that Team A has 4 clean sets, which means each set is worth 500 points for a total of 2000 points. And then for the dirty sets, like I said before, we have to take into account the wildcard dirty set, which is worth 1500 points. And then added up with the other 2 dirty sets will give us a total of 1900 points. And then for the total then, with the bonus added up, the final score would be 4000 points. For Team B's round score, we have to see that there's no clean sets here, so it will be 0. And for the dirty sets, because they didn't complete the minimum amount of sets, 2 cleans and 2 dirties, then they will have the points negative. So there's no special cases in the sets here, so each of the sets will be worth minus 200 points. And then for the total final score of minus 800 points. Now it's your turn to have fun with an exercise. This is the final sets distribution after a round has finished with Team A and Team B. Will you arrive at the correct answer? You can pause the video and resume it after your calculations are done. Here are the quiz results. Did you arrive at the correct answer? Team A is the winner. They have 2 cleans and 4 dirty sets with no special cases, plus the first to finish bonus, for a total of 1,900 points. Team B had a Joker clean set and 2 dirty sets for a total of minus 3,400 points. Such bad luck for them. They risked too much with the Joker set. Now because they didn't have the minimum amount of clean and dirty sets, all their points are carded as negative. But yeah, that's the exciting part about this game. So now let's keep it up for the next section.
That's great. Now that you know how to calculate the round score, we can move on to explain how to calculate the card total. To calculate the card total, we need to look back to our 2 scenarios. In the first scenario, Team A finished first, but Team B did not manage to get their minimum amount of dirty and clean sets. This time, we will count all of A's cards as positive and all of B's cards as negative. For the second scenario, when Team A finished first, but both of them got their minimum amount of dirty and clean sets, then we will count Team A's cards as normally everything positive, and for Team B, we're gonna count positively all of the cards that have been played and negatively all of the cards that haven't been played, meaning their hand and feet. To count the cards, we'll follow this chart. Don't worry, you do not need to memorize it. What we do is that we take the cards that were previously in the sets and we group them according to their value. So cards 4 to 7 of any suit will count as 5 points. Cards from H to K of any suit will count as 10 pointers. Cards A and 2, again from any suit, will count as 20 points. Jokers count as 30. The number 3 red of any suit will count as 100 points, and the 3 black as 5 points. Now let's take a look at an example. For this example, let's take a look at the most complicated scenario, scenario 2, where Team A finished first, but Team B managed to get their minimum amount of clean and dirty sets. Let's take a look first at Team A. Since Team A finished the round first, they do not have any cards in their hands and feet, which means all of the cards are counted as positive. Here, we already have the cards grouped by their value. It does not matter their suit, nor the specific number at the card, just their value according to the chart that you've got on your left. What we do is that we count the cards that we have in each group and multiply them by the group value. So here we have 3 cards for 5 points, we have 1 card for 10 points, we have 2 cards for 20, 3 for 30, and 2 for 100. We multiply the values to get 15, 10, 40, 90, and 200, and we add them all up. This will give us the total amount for Team A in this round, which is 355. Now we do the final calculation. We subtract the amount of unplayed cards to the amount of played cards. In this case, for Team A, they only got played cards, which means 355 minus 0, for the total amount of 355. Now let's take a look at Team B. Since Team B got the minimum amount of clean and dirty sets, they get both positive and negative cards. What we do is that we group them into 2 different sections, the played cards on top and the unplayed cards on the bottom. We will start with the counting of the positive cards. This follows the same logic we did with Team A. We take the cards and multiply them by the value of the grouping they have. We then add all of these values up to get a final total. This positive value is 175 in this case. Then we can take a look at the negative value cards. We go through the same process where we count the cards in each group and we multiply them by the value of the group. We then add all of these values up to get the final result for this group. In this case, 135. With these values, we can now calculate the total for B. We take the amount of cards played, which is 175, minus the amount of unplayed cards, which would be 135. This results in a grand total for Team B of 40 points. Congratulations! We managed to calculate both of your scores for this round. We've got Team A with a total of 355 and Team B with a total of 40 points. Now, it's your turn to try. Will you get the right answer? Now here's your challenge. We'll assume again scenario 2 where Team A finished first, but Team B managed to get the minimum amount of clean and dirty sets. There is no rush, take your time, but please pause the video now since I'll be showing the results shortly. Alright, here are the results. We've got Team A with positive 385 points and Team B with negative 70 points. If you want to compare calculations, here's the detail. Feel free to pause at any point. We've got the cards against their values. We've got all of them added up. And we've got the Team A's positive cards minus negative cards, Team B positive cards at 60 and negative cards at 130, and the totals. Have fun! Great job! We did it! We finished lesson 7. Now you know how to calculate the score for each round. If you have any doubts or questions, please send them to our email info@cardgames.com. We'll help you out. We want to thank everyone who helped make these lessons and this course, especially Aunt Anai for teaching us a game.
Next lesson, we will learn how to figure out the overall winner.
Bye!
Bye bye!